So hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, then hello, my name is Sophie. This piece that I created here today is based off a piece of artwork by an artist on Instagram called Funny Skull Grin. Do go check her out. Let's get started. So as usual, you're going to want to start off with a clean face, and I'm using a glue stick and I'm just going to glue my eyebrows down. I'm using the Kryolan Supracolour in white, and I'm using a beauty blender to apply this, and I'm just going to evenly coat my face. Also pull ridiculous faces as this adds effect. I'm using the NYX SFX setting powder and I'm just going to go ahead and set that. Now I'm using the Perfect Filter shadow palette in Gloomy Days by NYX, and I'm going to start forming the sockets of the eyes. As you can see, the sockets on this look are actually quite large, so you want to take it up to your actual eyebrow. I'm using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to apply this onto my eyelids. I'm packing on the black eyeshadow onto the outer corner of my actual eye, and I'm just gently feathering this out. I'm also gently taking this down to my actual cut crease on my eyelid. Using a more detailed eyeshadow brush, I'm just taking this underneath my eye as well, following the natural direction of my under eyes. Taking the NYX Epic Ink Liner, you're just going to want to start creating the drips underneath your other eye. And then taking some black, I'm using the Kryolan Supracolour in black, I'm just going to fill that in. Slightly different to the other eye, I'm using some black eyeshadow and I'm just going to completely cover my eyelid, and I'm also going to feather out the edges nice and softly. Using a dark colour and a light colour for your waterlines, I'm using the NYX False Blacks and False White in Midnight and Mint Cream. You want to apply these on your waterlines. Taking some white eyeliner, I'm just creating reflections on the drips, and these are quite cartoonistic. I'm also taking this up to my eyelid as well. Taking that same black, I'm then applying this to only my top half of the lips. For the bottom half of my lips, I will be applying this only in the centre and feathering it outwards. To create the cartoonistic styled nose, I got some eyeshadow and applied this underneath. I then took the eyeshadow up on the sides and also around the nostrils as well to really define the shape of the nose. Moving on to the body, so I'm going to create some drips for this step, and I'm just using some pink face paint. I'm using water-based paints for this, and yeah, you just go ahead and just start painting some dripped shapes, and don't think about details too much just yet, that will come later. But yeah, just have fun, play around and experiment until you're happy. Don't worry if the shapes aren't perfect just yet, because we're going to sort that out later. And then very nice and simple, I'm just going in with some black. I'm using the Kryolan Supracolour in black, and I'm just going to fill the rest of the body. When you've filled in most of the open areas, you can then go in with a paintbrush and really define the drips. This is where you can clean up the shapes. Once you've completely filled in the background in black, I'm going in with a white eyeliner and creating the reflections on the drips. The style of this is very cartoonistic. Moving on to the horns, I will be removing the makeup where the horns are going to sit. To create these really quick, simple and easy horns, I just got some tin foil and formed the shape. I then took some duct tape and stretched them as hard as I could so it created creases and crinkles. I then wrapped that around the tin foil, which created the texture of the horns. I then got some white acrylic paint and just dry brushed over that. To allow the horns to actually stick on my forehead, I created tabs out of the duct tape at the bases. I used both Mehron liquid latex and spirit gum and just applied this to the tabs and stuck it to my forehead. I also applied liquid latex on the outsides of the horns to give it extra security. Moving on to the hand, so I will be painting my hand in sort of a turquoisey mint green colour, and I'm just going to form the really basic shape of the eye. Go ahead and start forming the bones on the underneath of the wrist. Once you've sort of got the basic shape, you then want to start outlining in black and then start adding details, so things like the pupil, the iris, reflections in the eye, and then once you've done that, you can then go ahead and do exactly the same as you did on your body onto your wrist. For the finishing touches, once your latex is dry, you can go ahead and get an eyeliner and just create some lines around the horns. I'm also creating some gentle faded lines around my eye socket to give it a bit more character, and then just defining my cheekbones a little bit. And that is everything you need to know how to create this crazy ass look. Thank you so much for watching my video, I really do hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at gothspectrum. Thank you again, and I shall see you later.